KD, I ball like KD, and rock like AC. You know me, done shows in DC, NYC, drop my top like page 3. Cool breeze match the London sky. Barbell, cruise like a 4-wheel drive. Take time when I'm on a mic, it's live and pressure makes diamonds try me, I'll thrive.
Good morning, everybody. Welcome to day 2 of the 2022 British Down Syndrome Swimming Championships. We'll start this session. Just one event in this session is event 401. It's the mixed 10 and over 800 meters freestyle.
This is event 401, the mixed 800 meters freestyle referee.
In lane 3, we have Connor Macaulay-Conway of Kingston Royals. In lane 4, Mark Evans of Hitchin. In lane 5, Caroline Faithful of Reading Signets. And in lane 6, it's Andy Banks for Melton Mowbray. All of these swimmers are competing in the T21 category. They've got 32 lengths of this swimming pool to complete this morning for this 800 meters freestyle. And off to a very good start, as expected. Mark Evans there for Hitchin in lane 4. He swam the 1500 meters yesterday morning, along with Connor Macaulay-Conway, just one lane up from him in the yellow hat. In lane 3, the Kingston Royal swimmer. They had both, that was the start of a busy program for both of them, and no doubt it will be the same for all 4 of these swimmers this morning. Macaulay-Conway's got company here in these early stages from Caroline Faithful, who had a very successful day yesterday. Number of trips to the podium, and Faithful looking very strong here as we go into that first 100-meter turn. All swimmers safely through the first 100 meters there. Andy Banks of Melton Mowbray in the green hat of Nova Centurion. Swimming nicely down here. You can see that as they come into the start end, the swimmers take a look at the counter. The officials are in charge of making sure that no one loses count. Mark Evans going very well here. He would love to get his hands on this world record. He holds the world short course record in the 200 meters freestyle, the 400 meters freestyle, and the 1500 meters freestyle. This is the one that eludes him. The target time that he has is 11:14.13, and that's held by Colin Marks of Australia. And that's been yet in place since 22nd of July 2018. So Mark Evans will know what he's aiming for. His entry time is 11:47.55. And he's been swimming well. He's just gone past the Conor Macaulay-Conway. These two kept each other company yesterday in that 1500 meters freestyle. The shorter, significantly shorter distance for those two swimmers at the top of the pool here this morning. For the other two swimmers, it's the longest event in their program, as we just see there, Andy Banks turning. As Mark Evans and Caroline Faithfull turn together, that sees that Evans is now 50 meters ahead of the rest of the pool, at least. But that's okay. All of these swimmers are swimming in different age group categories, and they're all looking to better their own times. As I said, Mark Evans, this distance freestyle really is something that he loves, something that he's very, very good at, and he would love to complete the collection of records. This is Mark Evans there, turning at the halfway point, 5:49.97 for Evans. He's going well here. Might look to pick up the pace in that second half of the race if he wants to challenge that fairly long-standing world record. Some of the records are recent, but some of them date back as far as 2008. But Mark Evans very much a man of the moment. This is the halfway point there for Caroline Faithfull. It's a time of 6:53.23 for her.
Watching your every move, feel the tears are coming out.
Conor Macaulay-Conway just going over at his halfway point. That's 7:22.16, his halfway marker, if anybody's keeping a check on his progress. The field's quite spread out, but in this 25-meter pool, the good thing about that is you see people regularly. And on a distance event, that really keeps people motivated.
And I'm keeping on my costume, calling it a writing tool. And if you're thinking of me, I'm probably thinking of you.
Andy Banks there going over at the halfway stage of his swim, 8:12.91 for the swimmer from Menton Mowbray, home of Paralympic champion Emily Jennings, way back in 1996 and 2000. And pies, yeah, I was trying, we're at a swimming competition, I was trying to avoid the pies, but the pies are very good. And it's also a very nice village. So Mark Evans there turned into his final 150 meters on a very strong morning. After his busy day yesterday, it doesn't seem to have deterred him at all. It's a difficult ask starting these morning sessions with these long distance events. But all swimmers here in the pool rising to that challenge. 150 meters to go for Mark Evans. Get ready to get behind him for that final 100, and especially the final 50. We can see that he started kicking his legs a little more. He'll look to build that through into the conclusion of the race. .300 meters to go for Andy Banks now in lane number 6. Final 100 meters for Mark Evans. He'll be really pleased when he comes back in next time to see that number 2, to hear that whistle. It's what all these distance swimmers wait for, to signify that there's just 2 lengths left of their race. There it is, the whistle for Evans. His entry time, as I mentioned, 11:47.55. Turned there in 11:04.73. So the question is, how much has he got left at the end of this grueling program that he has given himself? Here he comes under the flags, 5 meters to go. 11:47, his own target time. Yes, 11:46.22 sees Mark Evans go under his entry time. He attacked hard from the start, and he's been rewarded with a great swim here to open us up on Sunday morning. 100 meters left to go for Caroline Faithfull. She can sense the end as well. She'll be able to see Connor Macaulay Conway out of her corner of her eye. That'll spur her on. You can see she's got a really nice balanced stroke. She's maintained that rotation, that continuity of speed throughout this entire 700 150 meters so far. Again, we talked about the whistle. Faithful will hear that whistle as she comes in to the start end for her final turn at this end. Just 50 to go. If you want to raise up that volume, please feel free. Faithful's entry time was a time of 13:42.19. She might just be a little bit outside of that this morning, but as I mentioned, she had a busy day. She might have a big last 25 in the tank. It's difficult to know. Sometimes you get sucked into someone else's race plan. You go out early, go out fast, but here you go. She's up that. She can sense that wall as she comes into the final 7 meters. She'll see those red lane markers signifying 5 meters to go. And there we see Caroline Faithful come in at a time of 13:51.77. Just a little outside her entry time, but she can be happy with that this morning. Good start to day 2. And now the whistle's gone once again, for this time for Conor Macaulay Conway, as he plows down his final 50 meters. With Anti Banks turning at the other end. He will have seen the board. 100 meters to go for Banks. Conor Macaulay Conway now coming in to touch the wall. His entry time was a time of 14:57, and he's gone 14:54.30. So another swimmer under their entry time here this morning. Now we can all get behind Andy Banks. He's gonna get that whistle as we come into this turn here. He'll know he's having a look at the board just to make sure he doesn't get too excited too early. And here we can see now, there's the whistle, there's the number 2. He'll turn for the final time at this end. A Nova Centurion swimmer, part of a squad that does inclusive swimming very, very well indeed. Historically, they have got a great reputation across Olympic Games, across Paralympic Games, across integrated national championships. And it's great to see that Anti Banks is continuing that long tradition from the East Midlands squad. Because it is a squad, more than just a club. And here he comes. You can see that leg kick now. He knows the end is near. He's gone to his feet. So showing his experience. Saving the best till the last 5 meters. An entry time of 16:40. He's going to absolutely smash it with a time of 16:15.39. Some great swimming there to get us underway on this wonderful, now sunny Sunday morning. It definitely wasn't sunny an hour ago. Well done, swimmers. Well done, officials, too. They got to keep count.
Well, I think we've got to find out what they were having for breakfast this morning, Liz, because we need to write a book of how to start a Sunday morning.
You fancy an 800 meters to start your Sunday morning?
Not at all. I was literally building an ark this morning. It was wetter outside than it was in this pool. There's no way I would be doing an 800 meters.
It's true, but the sun's out now. Always the way, if you've got a swimming meet planned, you can guarantee there's going to be sunshine. I always tell my friends, if you're going to book a wedding or a party, book it for a weekend where I'm working at a swim meet.